Oh, hi. I didn't see you come in. Welcome to this week's edition of History's Mysteries. This week we're talking about the Grand Canyon, which was formed in the year 302 BC for the purposes of irrigation of the Native Americans' fields. They prayed to the mighty god Osiris, who called a comet down from outer space, gouging the gorge that is now known as the Grand Canyon. Interestingly enough, it was also the site of a major battle between the Sioux chief Geronimo and Captain Johnny Appleseed of the Cowboy Platoon. Rather than surrender and become captured, Geronimo and his entire army leapt from the cliff. Now, every year the Sioux celebrate this event in remembrance of their beloved chief by having one of their members jump from the cliff, calling the name of their captain to the air. We now go to some of our secret agents in the fields who went on a reconnaissance gathering mission to gather wonderful details. However, this footage is not for the faint of heart.
Just left as Howard Johnson, the famous hotel connoisseur, once put it, the awesome capital of the world, Flagstaff, Arizona. I could definitely see where Howard was going with that. We are headed to the Grand Canyon. Of course, the Grand Canyon, which is approximately 17,000 miles of square volume if you were to fill it with some sort of liquid solution. It was dug man by man, and well, I should say by men. One man didn't do it. Dug by men in 1955, shortly after the fall of the Berlin Wall. The Grand Canyon spans 7 states, from California to Texas.
Welcome to the Grand Canyon Lodge. This lodge is built on the battleground of an Apache and Pueblo war that was once waged here. The great chief Tecumseh was able to unite the Apache and Pueblo nations. And then, but before he fought, he came to this spot and called on the power of the great bald eagle and the Gila monster for strength to fight this war. And then George Washington came and he took over all of it by his guns and his superpowers, because George Washington pretty much has the same powers as Spider-Man.
Some people think that this part of the Grand Canyon is mostly known for the mighty Colorado River, but I know it for the free concert that Skid Row once put on here. Sebastian Bach had a good day.
So we're here at Ben Franklin's 1858 summer home, where he commonly frequented with his French mistresses. We're gonna take a tour inside, see what it looks like. Ooh. It's pretty warm in here.
He used to come here with George Washington, and they would hit golf balls off the side of the canyon.
Indeed, it's very true. This is where Evel Knievel is going to jump his motorcycle over the canyon in order to raise money for his stepfather's heart surgery. Unfortunately, he didn't completely make the jump. He fell to his death.
Alright. Now this all right here, this is the Grand Canyon. This is the heart of the Grand Canyon right here. What we have over here is we have this castle, okay? Now, this is the same castle, right? That you oh, it's gorgeous, isn't it? You see the same castle that Paul Revere used when he was signaling for the British ships, you know? So he's just, you know, he had over here, you know, like he wanted to signal 2 is by land, and then 2 over here by sea. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous, isn't it? And then if you notice close, if you look closely enough and you look at Origin, this tower is always pointing north. Believe it or not, when people got lost in the Grand Canyon, were sailing down through the river, they would use this to find their way home.
You know, these cave drawings are over 5 million years old. Just like the Grand Canyon, 5 million years old. I was 6.
This is also the first concrete structure built by the Native Americans back in the ancient days. It was Chief Sokotoa and his Adobe acrobats, first Native Americans to erect a concrete structure. As you take a look around, you can see these paintings. They mean the sun gods are pissed and you'll be smited. We're lucky to be standing here today.
They built this using mud and straw. And they gathered the mud from just around the area from the Colorado River. But they brought the straw in from Pennsylvania, which they had to fly back and forth multiple times because it's a lot of straw. And this journey took a lot out of them. But they flew on giant owls, which they could easily call on their spirits by making an owl's noise like hoo-hoo, hooty-hoo. Hooty hoo! Well, I guess this is where the trail stops.
You know, that reminds me of an old saying by Sacagawea, who, at this very location, muttered the famous words, "Trails are where you make them," as she was guiding Clark and Griswold across the country from,
What happened to Lewis?
Just a small town girl.
This is it. This has been it for History's Mysteries. Please tune in next week.
How much is it?
$50.